Okay, I'm live. I got one more bite of food, but I just want y'all to know that the debate. If your tuna fish has noodles in it, is it tuna salad or macaroni salad? That's an old argument, but it was good. And it had noodles.
Tuna.
It's macaroni salad.
But it had tuna in it.
So it's tuna salad, macaroni salad.
Tuna.
It's macaroni salad.
No,
Tuna
it's
salad.
tuna.
Tuna salad.
Tuna salad don't have macaroni in it.
But macaroni don't have tuna in it.
See how that can go a whole other way. One of them gonna move that. I'm done. Okay. Next question. I forgot it. That quick. Can I see your paper? Past life and current life issues. Pet. Please, how do you deal with them, understand them, and facing your fears and issues against it? Can you turn it off, please? Ask me to turn it off or turn it down. Okay. No. Things from your past life can affect you in your current life. Sitting here talking with my god sister, and we seven times out of 10, maybe 8 times out of 10, can come to the same feeling or points of view or understanding, but there's always a difference in opinions in there between us. We are definitely the dark and the light, the yin and the yang and everything else. So she was looking at me while I was looking at her, and still I wasn't listening, but I was listening because she has some knowledge. Like, I mean, I'm not God. I don't know everything. I'm always eager to learn something if it makes sense, or it just is just to find out how stupid somebody is, or just to hear a joke. Like, I won't turn you off unless you just are not worthy of me listening to you. So the question about being affected by things from past lives. I'm going to tell you about it, and then I'm going to tell you where we differ with our resolves. You can have something traumatic that has happened to you in a past life affect you in your current life. It happens all the time. It is very current. Reincarnation is real. Spirits and angels are real. I have had a situation in my life, personally, that of course over years I grew to understand what it was about, and I'm cool with it. For as long as I remember from my early childhood through current, I like to eat baby powder. Has to be Johnson & Johnson's, the pink bottle. Has to be. And I've become a powder connoisseur. So if it's a bad batch, I need a refund. And I've even said to people at the counter, it tastes bad. When they ask why you want to return it, because it tastes bad. And of course, listen, you ask me why I'm returning it, I'm not going to lie to you. It tastes bad. I want another bottle. Put this shit back on the shelf, or send it back to center, whatever. Send it back to Johnson & Johnson. I don't care. It's a bad batch. At one point in life, there were spiritual things that I would do with the powder. Unbeknownst to me, what was going on. It felt right. It felt well with my soul. It felt like the right thing to do, and I did it. While eating at the same time, other things were done. I'm not gonna say what I did. Worry about that. So, no, I didn't put it on my neck. You know what I hate? Oh, Jesus. Let me tell y'all, this thing from the 80s, it probably existed longer than that. I used to hate when it was hot and girls used to have a shitload of powder all up on their neck, all around here. The whole neck is white. Girl, if you don't go with that dusty, crusty, looking nasty stuff, I hate that. I'm sorry if you do that. You should stop doing it. It's not attractive. If your neck sweats, one, you probably need to go on a diet and trim that thing down a little bit. Two, if you must put some powder on your neck, just get a little dab and just a little nice little... just to cut the moisture. That's it. But the cloud, when you rip all the cotton out the pillow, put on your neck, that's trifling. So anyway, I went for a reading later in life, and it had nothing to do, the powder had nothing to do, can you stop please? The powder had nothing to do with the reading that I went for. I go for an annual reading once a year. And the diviner told me things to do with powder. it wasn't baby powder, it was talcum powder or talc powder. And I laughed, and he asked me why was I laughing? I told him because normally when I have powder, I do X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. And he explained to me that this was something that I did in a past life that I do in this life because it's a part of me. It's a part of my makeup. It's a part of who I am. So I finally read the ingredients on Johnson & Johnson. It's talc and fragrance, which made sense. What he said about the talc, which made sense that it couldn't have been a reading because it was obviously a point in my life for me to know why I was using it. So that's one past life thing that I can share with you and tell you that things we do, habits. It doesn't always have to be trauma. Habits can follow us. Another situation. I had a friend that had an injury to his hand. I did not know about the injury. And the injury was not in this life. We were hanging out. I was giving a massage. And prior to the massage, we were talking about doing push-ups. And I was saying how many I could do. And he shared with me that he couldn't do any because of his hand. I said, well, am I telling this story right? No, he said, yeah, I can't do push-ups because something's up with my hand. Okay, fine. So go on, finish doing what we're doing, do massage and everything. And then later, I had a dream about us in a past life. In the dream, someone stabbed him through his hand. So the muscles and all that, the ligaments, you got ligaments in here? All this stuff was torn. And it hadn't healed properly because in the time frame of this dream, there was not proper medical assistance to bandage it up and repair it properly. So it pretty much, natural medicinal remedies were used to heal it up. But that pain was still there. So when I shared the dream, I'm like, didn't I say to you that something was wrong with your hand? And he was like, oh yeah, because I can't do push-ups, something. I'm saying something sideways. I think the push-up thing came after the dream. However it went, the more of the story is, I asked him what was wrong with his hand, and he said nothing. And then Spirit revealed to me what was wrong with his hand. And then he said, yeah, I can't even do a push-up because the pain hurts, but there's no injury. Like, I didn't do anything to my hand, but I've always had problems with it, and I never knew why. And they told me why, so now he knows why. What he did with the information is irrelevant. Hey, whatever. But that was it. So you can have pains in your body from past lives that you don't know. You could be physically fit, able, and all of that, and still have some kind of ailments, and you don't know why. They're just there. It's past life, and it's here with you now. Then there are pet peeves, like things like she was saying that she don't like people touching her feet. Something happened to her in a past life, and in this life, she does not like her feet touched. That is, to me, like something. Okay, so her what would you call that? Yeah, conclusion on how to deal with that, to deal with past life traumas, is to face your fears or face whatever head on. That, to me, is not spiritual. That's common fucking sense. You have an issue, you face it. To me, it is. Mm-hmm. Because the same thing, like Maury them used to have. Okay, I can't talk to her. I don't know why. I don't think that's fair. I'm talking to her and y'all listening, and I'm still talking to you too. Maury used to have a thing. I think it was Maury. Somebody used to have something on their show when they used to make people face their fears. So they have people that were scared of spiders, and they bring the spiders out and make them touch them and all that stuff like that, or make them look at them, and they would go run off the stage and all that. It was funny. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. Because you bring a possum around me, it's bang, bang, bang. I'm telling you, everybody getting it. Because I'm scared of possums. Probably everybody but the possum, because I'm too scared to do anything, so I don't want to be near it. So you have to face your fears. That's not spiritual.
Yes, it is.
Facing your fears is facing your fears.
No.
She's saying that it's spiritual, and I'm saying facing your fears is facing your fears. Whether it's spiritual, whether it's past life or current life, you're still addressing it. She's shaking her head like you did wrong. And this is why dialogue is healthy. And this is why I, too, myself, the Congo princess, can learn something new every day, because I want to hear her tell me why my point of view is wrong. Even though...
It's not that your point of view is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's that when you're doing something, when we do things physically, it affects us spiritually. We don't consciously know that it's affecting us spiritually or we're dealing with it spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
But because we're actually doing it physically, it's helping us spiritually. Because when you have like the fear of spiders or whatever it is, spiderphobia, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Arachnophobia. She
Yeah.
said spiderphobia.
That was good. That was a good word.
If I would have said that, she would have been behind the camera like, arachnophobia? For real? You said spiderphobia? And you better hashtag spiderphobia. That's my hashtag for the week, spiderphobia. No, I get you. I hear you. It all links.
Right. And sometimes when you're not dealing with it, like, because you're not conscious enough to know, okay, this is a spiritual issue, it's a past life issue, you deal with it physically. You have to.
So to me, because of the way I think, everything, spirituality and physicality, since we're making up words, hashtag physicality. Spirituality and physical things in the physical realm go hand in hand to me. There is a mild separation to me, but it's not really, because all healing is healing. Whether you're cognizant of it or not, it's still a healing to me, because if it's a physical thing, then you have to train your mind to push yourself. So I just hear it like, you may be aware that it's a past life issue, so you're addressing it physically in this life, but you're still facing your fear. Even though it's a past life fear, even though it's a past life trauma, you're still facing it in this life physically. So to me, is like one and the same. I hear you.
But you taking it, even though you're doing it physically, because you remember you're carrying it over because it is spiritual, not because it's physical.
Right.
So when you take care of it physically, you're handling it spiritually. So when you go and you have another life, you're not carrying it over.
Y'all like how I set her up? Y'all heard her voice. Remember 10 minutes ago in the last video, she was whispering.
Okay.
And I said, boom! She's slick. That girl slick, boy. Slicker than a can of oil. Slicker than fat back grease. Yeah. So it's the same thing. Either way, you're still coming to the resolve. So I just think that sometimes, and this has nothing to do with her, I just think in spirituality, sometimes people be trying to say stuff to make it sound so brilliant. And I'm so not that person. Because spirituality is not complicated. Spirituality is so simple. Complication of spirituality only come in when you try to sound intelligent. Which is why, for the most part, I like to talk to you like I would talk to somebody in my home. I like to laugh and joke and kiki with you like I would be talking to one of my friends or a family member. Because I never want to be that person that's like, oh, it's the Congo princess. She's so deep. Call me now. Because I'm so mystical. I mean, I am. That's true. That's true. However, it's not that deep. So I like to say things as simple as can be. True words. He just sneezes. In Jamaica, somebody sneeze when somebody says something. True words. So true words. Shout out to Mika. Bap, 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 bap. I'm me. Oh, now she want to know who Tamika is. Tamika's the true words. Every time somebody true words, she be spitting it out. I'm like, well, of course you sneezing when I said it, because it's true. And my son's still sneezing. So I think that that's the importance of spirituality. Just knowing that it's as simple. Look at Pink Panther over here. You look pretty though.
No, she doesn't.
I know, that's why she still got the cream of wheat. Let me finish here. This is why they should be up outside doing something. Give me back. Bring me back. So yeah, to me, to me, it's really that simple. It sounds pretty. It sounds, you know what I mean, like something is really being revealed. But at the end of it all, to me, it's as simple as whether it's past life or current. I think that physical healing, mental healing, emotional healing, financial healing, spiritual, I think it all intertwines somehow, some way, because you cannot have one without the other. If you're mentally imbalanced, you're probably emotionally imbalanced. You probably emotionally unbalanced too if you're mentally unbalanced, because you're off. If you thinking some crazy stuff, you a fucked up person emotionally. Like if your mind tells you to skin a cat, then emotionally you're damaged. Something happened to you. I know that's far fetched, but listen how it all links together. It's one thing. So the healing is the same. The only difference is some people have issues and traumas from past life that they don't know. So they were like my friend with the hand. I don't know what's wrong with my hand. Well, why don't you find out? Like you have a medium as a friend that can travel back, or I don't really, you know what I mean, like get on the plane, but travel back to past lives and get this information for you. Why would you not want to know? And then you get to the resolve. Then you can work through it and go. So it's still, like you said with the foot, if you put your toe in the water or whatever, to me it's the same thing. Although you say it beautifully and somebody, you know, people receive things differently. Somebody will hear it the way you said it. Because I heard it. I just wouldn't say it that way. And that's another thing about spirituality. We're going to do another video. I think we got like 3 or 4 more questions. I do have a client coming at 5 o'clock, but I'm going to work this out. I probably can twine some of her questions in there too, because she always got a question when she comes. So yeah, so that's that. That's good? We good? Right. That's it. I just had to do something silly. So please know that I appreciate you for following me and liking my videos. Please feel free to share them, I guess. I'm so shy, but yeah, share them. You can follow me at Congo Princess on Facebook, Congo Princess on Instagram. My email address is visionfromthekongo. Congo spelled with a K, Kongo, like Bingo, but it's Congo, Kongo. visionfromthekongo@gmail.com. My Instagram page is Congo Princess in the Life of a Medium, and I like to share like day-to-day experiences and just show how normal and regular spiritual people are. We're not like spooky. Let me tell you something. They gonna be mad when I say this. If you know somebody spiritual that be doing all that extra shit, they extra. They just trying to make you feel like they doing something. They probably still
trying to figure it out, and still like boiling water and said they made a spiritual bath. Something stupid shit. Trust me. When they start getting all, but it's my goal. I'm gonna be that way when I turn like 80. I'm gonna start doing it. I am. I'm gonna be that old lady. Just the old lady got the big house at the top of the hill, and everybody be scared. They be like, oh, don't go over there. She's a. Yeah, that's gonna be me. Can I stop in there? You already did Vision from the Congo. Okay, like my video, follow. Just do it, end it.
Like my video, follow me, like my status, and comment below. No emojis. Okay, I just want to say that.